When a decision maker take a decision, they don't look at people's certificates or technicality. They look at how good you are as a leader. To understand myself, it took me almost 2 years to be who am I.
Wow.
Faisal Al Nuaimi is a visionary leader who's shaped the UAE's tourism and entertainment landscape for more than 3 decades. From steering Ferrari World Abu Dhabi to redefining cultural experiences at Qasr Al Watan, his legacy blends innovation, leadership, and national pride. A strategist at heart and a mentor by nature, Faisal represents the bridge between tradition and progress in the modern Arab world.
But I'm very attached to Enzo Ferrari's story.
Who doesn't?
Welcome to The OGs. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. This is the first episode of this new chapter in content creation for me. And then I'm even more excited to have a great guest, Mr. Faisal Al Nuaimi.
That's right.
Yeah, I did it well, right?
I did well, yes.
Thank you so Thank you so much, Faisal, for coming to this first episode. I'm very inspired. Actually, the idea of changing the narrative of my podcast from technology, crypto, and digital assets to the OGs to open up. It was based on when we met. We met in an event in
Dubai.
In Dubai, the Albert invited us.
Yes.
Yes. It was the Georgian something.
Yes.
And then, I started with Faisal and we started to talk about the whoops.
Yes.
And about Abu Dhabi and about everything.
Education.
We talk about education, leadership.
Correct. Yes.
And but I'm very, very curious to know about your story. And everybody knows you probably mainly from you were the general manager of Ferrari World.
Yes.
And then you also mentioned that you used to try every ride every day.
Yes.
To test it. But also, you were part of I want to spell it, Qasr Al Watan.
Yes.
Group.
Palace of the Nation, I would say. In English, Palace of the Nation. Palace of the Nation.
Palace of the Nation.
Yes.
Okay. So you got all these leadership roles, right? But let's go long time ago when you start your journey as a leader, as an entrepreneur. What was doing Faisal like, let's say 30 years ago? How you go here?
Correct. First of all, thank you for having me today in your podcast. I'm so glad to be the first UAE national and Arab guest.
Yes.
Wearing Kandora in your podcast. It's a privilege. And I hope we will have more people like me coming to your podcast to make it more even better. As you said, we don't plan good things. Good things happens out of nothing.
Yes.
We met out of nowhere. We have no intention, and then we ended up having this conversation today. So hopefully by the end of this podcast, people will get to know who you are and who am I, and to learn something from both of us. So Faisal Nuaimi basically is a UAE national. I was born and raised in Ajman city back in 1977.
Wow.
Without going through my childhood, I started my first job in the army.
Okay.
Back in 1993, I was a student yet in the army. And that was my first phase of my life where I learned what discipline mean.
Yes.
Within 5 years, I was skilled, engraved, and imposed with every single skills that I need to be a true leader.
Yes.
I wasn't a leader at this time, but I looked at my leader. How do they act? How do they respond? How do they plan? How do they execute? How do they manage people? And I said, one day I will want to be one of these leaders. And that was the spark. Then I finished my contract with the army. I ended up with the Navy as a Marine, before I moved to the civilian world, which I joined Etisalat Corporation at this time. And there is another skill I learned, which is people development and people training and dealing with others. That was the main thing that I learned within my journey with Etisalat from 1999 till 2006.
Okay.
And I also learned during this time with Etisalat, don't stop learning. Once you stop learning, you fail.
Yeah.
You sign your failure certificate. And it wasn't easy for someone who's in my age to keep learning, because I have a family, I have a wife, I have kids, I want to play around, I want to drive new cars. But I said, great things happen with sacrificing.
Yeah.
You cannot succeed in life
Yes.
without sacrificing. I don't say sacrifice everything, but sacrifice things that you can let go
Yes.
at this time. And then when the right time comes back, you button. So that was the sacrificing period of my life during my life with the Salat. Then at this time also, I decided to get my second bachelor degree,
Okay.
which I joined the HCT, Higher College of Technology.
Okay.
I was so lucky to be one of the first pioneers to join the e-commerce.
E-commerce. Wow. Okay.
E-commerce, and that was the new world of e-commerce, such as crypto.
Yes.
At the meantime,
What year was this?
that was 1999 as well.
Wow.
I joined.
E-commerce. Okay.
Yeah. So no one knows what that's e-commerce. They thought it's a computer connected to a store and you buy things online. But it's more than this. It's business, marketing, and how to reach people, how to convince people to use their credit card to buy merchandise, which they don't even see them or try them. So it was a bit difficult to convince people to take the risk of buying something they don't see. I graduated with distinction with honor.
Wow.
And I won the highest degree of, highest award of the president of HCT at this time, as the first and the only student in the country to get this award as well. That put me in a highlight for everyone else since then. And then I moved up from Etisalat to join Emirates Post Group back in 2006. I joined as head of retail. And then within 1 year, my director, which was one of my mentors, or my leaders who taught me a lot within 1 year, he was promoted, and I was the only one option to move one step further. I took the chance. I took the opportunity. It was a challenge for me. And the main challenge at this time was to convert something from being cost center to a profit center.
Okay.
Means we are paying a lot of this on this service to be alive, but it doesn't bring us anything at all.
Revenue. Okay.
So that was my challenge. And I managed to do this with my team in 4 years' time.
Yes.
And then I was hunted by someone, I don't want to mention names, to join the Ministry of Economy. And then I stayed there for almost 2 years before I was called by Ajman government to join them as Deputy General Manager of Culture and Media Department.
Okay.
And then people ask me, like, who are you to handle culture and media? But your whole background is mainly business, development, sales, marketing, technology, e-commerce, and you're almost far away from culture and media. And at this time I said, look, when a decision maker take a decision, they don't look at people certificates or technicality. They look at how good you are as a leader to lead the technical team to get the goal done. And here I understood what does leadership mean.
Yeah.
It's like, wait for the results, don't judge, and give me some time and then you see. And the answer will be clearly up to everyone. I handled the culture and media department for 2 years. We did a great job with the team. As I told you, there was a lack of leadership, and the leader was just there in time and the right place. We revamped everything. We put the department in the right place before His Highness decided, okay, now we need to build a new department from scratch, which was the Ajman Tourism Development Department.
Okay.
It wasn't there. And I know there is a question coming up. You asked me what was the main or the project that you wanted to highlight.
Yes.
I won't mention the project now, but it was within this period of my time, being the general manager of Ajman Tourism Development Department. Okay. And there I learned everything about hospitality and entertainment and operations and you name it for 7 years. And then I moved up to Ajman Free Zone for almost 1 year before I was offered a position as the general manager of the presidential palace called the Palace of the Nation, or in Arabic they call it Qasr al-Watan. It was a project where we need to open the presidential palace to the whole world, similar to the White House or Birmingham House in UK.
Wow.
It does the job which was built for, which is receiving presidents visiting the country, yet it will be open for public to enjoy and to see the history of the UAE and the connections of the UAE with the whole world as well. It wasn't an easy job, but it was very exciting. And I loved every single minute of being there for almost 6 years. Then I was asked by my boss to move from Qasr al-Watan, or the presidential palace, to lead Ferrari World as a leader again. Again, there was a big question mark. You have never operated a theme park in your life. How come you are coming and go to do this? Again, the same question I was asked like 10 years ago when I was in Ajman Cultural Media Department, and I proved to everyone I can do it with my team. And what we need here is a leader who can lead the right team to the right place. Within almost 2 years, we have done a great job altogether. We brought Ferrari World in the right position, which it used to be earlier, and where it should be. This is mainly 30 years in less than 10 minutes, I would say.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
No, look, I've been listening all your journey, and it's fascinating how, like, we met a couple of weeks ago, and we come from two different backgrounds, cultures, and continents.
Yeah.
So I also went to the army in Colombia when I was a teenager. So in Colombia, it's also mandatory.
Yeah.
So I went actually to the military school so all my life for 13 years.
Okay.
And then discipline,
Yeah.
And then the last year of my school, they appoint the best students, physical, also if they're very good with the subjects. And then I got appointed, the second one we were 150 men in my class, but they were in total like 600 men, or boys, or kids.
Yeah.
And I was the second one that got appointed. And then they told me, okay, Andres, you're going to have to lead your classmates. Yeah. And then they got upset with me. And I said, wow, that because I grew up with them. Then they have to listen to me.
Yeah.
It was hard at the beginning, Faisal. It was very hard. And then, fast forward, also I jump in the technology. I study computer engineering, telecommunication engineering, and cybersecurity. And then it's fascinating how you were mentioned, like you get a call from leaders, from people, because they want you for a specific role.
Yeah.
But also something that it got my attention, you say about sacrifices.
That's correct.
And that will take me to the next question, because everybody talk about work-life balance, right?
Yeah.
So the real success story like yours or like anybody else come from something like you have, and this work probably has been not very nice put together for some people, but some people say come from obsession in a good way. So do you think balance is overrated and being great actually demands sacrifice?
Well, when we were young, we didn't understand what does work-life balance mean.
Yeah, we didn't know.
No, we didn't know. And we didn't put this even in our calculations. Should we consider work-life balance or not? And why? That was the question.
Yeah.
Say, like, you know what? Forget it. All what I need to do now is to focus. I need to work. I need to get
it done.
My family feeded. I need to get my car. I need to get this and this and this. And you forget about one thing, which is the core. Your soul, your body, your brain. Once one of those is broken, you can't do anything. If you are depressed, you cannot perform.
You cannot perform.
If you are sick, you cannot perform. If your soul is broken, you cannot give. And why we are in life? We are in life to give for those we are responsible of.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a family. It might be your father, it might be your mother, it might be your sisters, brothers, you name
Stranger.
it, right? Strangers.
Yeah.
But you cannot give if you are broken. So if we think about life in this way, we need to take care of ourselves first.
Okay. In
order for us to give others. And that was the spark that happened to me when I was 27, 29.
Okay.
If you want me to share the story with you.
Yes, of course.
But I won't mention brands because we don't want to harm anyone.
Yes.
But it's a funny story.
Yeah.
Again, it's a good story. I wasn't looking at life balance at all at this time. Everything was about work and study, and I have to be in this position. I have to earn this type of salary by this age. And I forgot about my body. I forgot about my health. I forgot about everything else. I even neglected my family, which was the number one goal.
Yes.
I neglected them by me, not being with them the time they need me.
Yeah.
I was at work or would do something for them, but I forgot that I'm doing this for them.
Yes.
Anyway, so money is not everything. They need to see you physically. They need the emotions. They need the love. They need everything else. So I was overweight.
Okay.
I hit almost 124, 125
kgs.
Yeah. Wow. I was big. I was heavy. I wasn't enjoying life at all. I meant like personal life.
Yes.
I was enjoying my work, but not my off days because I was overweight. I do nothing other than just sitting down, eating, and that. And my escape was go and eat. Once I'm upset, I go and eat, even though I'm not hungry. But that was my escape. And then at this time, I had a fancy car. I usually change my car every 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
And they said, okay, time to change my car. And one of my dream cars, and at this time of my age, I decided I want to buy this car.
Yeah.
It was a sports car.
A sports car, low 2 seats.
Without mentioning but.
Yes, 2 seats.
So I called the agency. I told them, guys, I saw that the new model has been released already. I would love to do a test drive. Said, yes, sir, we will come you when you're ready, like next week, Tuesday. Okay, what time? This is the time, and this is my name. I did the reservation. I went all the way to the agency, stepped out, big guy. Usually when you go to such agencies or car companies, they open the door for you because you're a customer.
Yes.
No one opened the door for me because they're not expecting.
That was here in Dubai?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they're not expecting someone that big to buy such a car unless it's for someone else.
Yes.
But again, someone else has to be with him.
Yes.
But I was alone.
Yeah.
So they didn't care. So I opened the door by myself. I went inside. I saw a gentleman standing. It's like, I would like to see the car. And I said, okay, it's there. Okay, can someone join me? No, I'm waiting for a client. Sorry, I can't do this. Unless you have an appointment, we can be with you. And he was waiting for Faisal. But he didn't even bother asking who
Your
are
name.
you. But
yes.
I went to the car. I said, okay, can I sit inside? And he was so rude to the point saying, you cannot get in. And if you get in, you cannot get out.
You cannot get out. Yeah.
He's right.
He was right. Yeah.
He was right. In words, he was right, but he was rude.
To tell you that. He cannot tell you like.
Correct. He should say it in a different way, whatever. I was upset. I hated the brand. I hated the car.
And you left.
I hated myself.
Wow.
And again, my escape was go and eat. Because when I get upset, I just eat. Although I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
So where should I go now? What should I eat? I went to Dubai Mall. Next to one of the restaurants, there was an ad outside saying, spend 300 dirhams and you get a free consultancy with XYZ professor coming from Switzerland. It wasn't my aim. I just wanted to eat something to eat. I had my lunch, which I hated. And then they put my name into the withdrawal. And then they called me after 1 week, Mr. Faisal, you won the prize and you have free consultation with XYZ. If you wish to come, it's like, okay, why not? I went to this consultation and then he was a very nice gentleman, very slim, very fit. He wasn't young. He was almost like 70, but he was well.
He looked 50.
Yeah. And he said, yes, Faisal, how can I help you? I was like, as you can see, what can you do for me? I was like, I can do anything for you, but I will teach you how to understand your mind and your body.
Wow.
Once you understand this, then you can fix yourself. We had a very long conversation. He doesn't give me any plans or anything. He just played with my mind.
Wow.
Which, as I told you, if you know how to treat your mind, if you know how to train your mind to think in a positive way for yourself, you will fix everything. So he taught me how to talk to myself. He taught me how to understand my body. He taught me how to understand what do I eat, what I don't eat, and how to eat, when to eat.
Wow.
And how important it is for you to get rid of all of these bad thoughts and bad negativity in yourself.
And yourself.
I stepped out. That was the journey. To understand myself, it took me almost 2 years to be who am I.
Wow.
Since that day, I didn't skip a single exercise.
Wow.
Since that day, I've been eating healthy, eating good food, having good people around me, not accepting everything in life,
Okay.
knowing and understanding the importance of saying no. And unfortunately, there's so many people never say no because they think they are good of when they don't say no.
Yeah.
But it's good for you to say no
no.
sometime. And
Unless it's your wife telling you there's no good.
correct? Yeah.
Then you get in trouble.
Yeah.
Wow. So that you're 27, then you reach nearly 30. You were already fit.
Yes.
And did you go back to the car dealer or never?
I went.
Yes.
Yes. But this time I was wearing jeans and shirts, and I gave them a call, but with a different name.
Yes.
And I went for even a more harder car to get in.
Okay.
Yeah. And they opened the door for me.
Okay.
But at this time I was riding in G class.
Okay.
So I don't mind mentioning the name now.
Yeah.
I was wearing G class. They saw the car outside of the
Yeah.
agency. They opened the door. They welcomed me. Nice espresso and water.
Espresso.
And it was a complete different experience. And then when he said, "Did you like the car?" I said, "You know what? I don't like it." And he said, "Why?" Because I told him because I was Faisal who told him X, Y, Z 2 years ago, and he was shocked.
He was shocked. Wow. So, look, that process, that shifting in your mindset, it was a, let's say, it was 1 minute decision. So you were with this expert or with this coach, but it took 2 years to get there.
Yeah.
Now, something that the UAE had taught us to the whole world
Yeah.
is the importance of speed, but also discipline, but also core, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's talk about that because you said 77. So you're born with the country,
Yes.
right? So, and obviously you have spent decades turning all this vision, from all the jobs and all the leadership position that you have, all these visions into reality in a country that moves really fast. So, and this is going back to that decision when you were 27. What personal habits or rituals keep you grounded while chasing impossible goals? Because I think so that's the best thing that we learn from the leaders from the UAE. Keep you grounded. You build all these cities, all this infrastructure. You build this dream for many of us. But how do you keep you grounding when somebody tells you cannot do it, but you're still doing it?
I would answer the question in a different way. I would say I'm a man who had values. And I never let go of my values.
Okay.
And one of them is I believe everything happens for a good reason.
Yeah.
If that man in the agency didn't treat me this way, it was very bad. I was badly hurt. I was upset. But if he didn't do this, I won't be the person I'm sitting next to you now. So there is a good side of everything happens in life.
Yeah.
Right? But we just wait for it. It might take minutes, hours, days, years, but you will understand if this didn't happen to me, I won't be in this position today. So good things take time. So whatever happens, you have to wait for the right time to decide, is it yes or no? 2.
Values. Okay.
Grab the opportunities. Never say no for an opportunity that appeals to you.
Wow.
Means whenever there is a volunteer job comes to you, has nothing to do with your career, has nothing to do with your background, has nothing to do with your interest. But knowing the unknown is something people doesn't like.
Yeah.
Once you step out of your comfort zone and learn something new, you don't need it now, but you don't know when you need it. And that happens to me so many times in my life. I got invitations to attend conferences in the USA, supply chain management. I was 23 years old.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with supply chain management. I have never heard about this topic in my life. But getting the invitation from the ministry saying you are one of the best students in the country and we nominated you, it's like, okay, let's go. At least I'm going to the US.
Yes.
Number 1. 2, I'm meeting new people. 3,
Yes.
I will get to know about supply chain management, which no one knows about. I went there and I learned so many things other than supply chain management. When I came back, that opened the door for me to join Emirates Post.
There you go.
Supply chain management with Emirates Post. So when I had the interview, I said like, why should we hire you? You're coming from telecommunication. That's like, okay, I've attended this conference in the US. I'm certified and I've learned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you hired me, I would do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's done. So to make it easy for people, when an opportunity appears to you, never say no. Go for it.
Yeah.
Keep it in your pocket. Use it once you need it. In 2 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, but you will use it one day.
Yeah.
4, family first.
Okay.
Family first, family first. Don't forget. And this is for young people,
Yeah.
not for old people. Old people, they know this very well now.
Yes.
But young people, remember, what you are doing in your life is for your family. Not for you. Not for your saving in the bank.
Yeah.
Not for your car. It's for your family. Don't forget this. And once you have this in your mind, you will always remember that someone loves you waiting for you to go back home.
You're right. Yeah.
5, money is not everything. I know people believe money makes people happy, but you might have all the money in the world, but you're not healthy.
Yeah.
You can't enjoy it. Yes, money makes life easier, but it doesn't make you happy.
Yeah.
So don't run after money.
Yes.
Once you start running after them, it will run away from you.
Yeah.
Work for it.
Yes.
Let the money come to you. 6, work ethics. Once you are at your work, regardless, is it a private business, is it working for a government, whatever, give it all.
Give it all.
Give it all. Don't even use 1 minute of your work time for your personal use, and see how you will feel when you go back home to sleep.
Okay.
You will be happy. The last thing I would advise everyone to think about, sacrificing is needed at certain age.
Okay.
Once you reach 40,
Okay.
you need to stop sacrificing.
Before we carry on, I want to take a moment to thank Pepperstone for supporting the OGs. Pepperstone has been a trusted name in trading since 2010, giving traders around the world access to global markets with tight spreads, fast execution, and professional platforms like MetaTrader, CTrader, and TradingView. What stands out about Pepperstone is their commitment to transparency, regulation, and excellence, quality that align perfectly with what we value here at the OGs. So to our partners at Pepperstone, thank you for believing in this community and for empowering traders to push the boundaries of what's possible. Now, let's get back to it. I reached 40.
You need to stop.
Okay.
Will you sacrifice from time to time things that you let go because there is something more important?
Yeah.
That's fine. But before 40, you can take everything. You can hold yourself. But after 40, it's not easy for you to sacrifice.
Okay.
So do whatever you want before the 40th, because 40 is the golden age. Here you will have complete different personality.
Yes.
You will have different perspective about life. And you will start saying this to yourself. Okay, countdown started.
Yeah.
I'm going to live more than 40 years again, or that's it. Should I enjoy life or should I give up?
Yes.
Should I keep sacrificing or not? So there's so many questions come to your mind and you will say, you know what? Time for myself.
Wow. So this is the 6th
Value.
advice that Mr. Faisal, how to keep you grounded when you're trying to achieve greatness.
Correct.
You mentioned everything that you talked about. We have very similar path. So you were mentioning about supply chain. I mentioned say yes to all the opportunities. Actually, I'm not computer engineer. Actually, I am telecommunications engineer.
Okay.
And I used to, in Colombia, my first job when I was 23, they sent me to install satellite dishes in the North Coast. It was 1 month. It was my first job. I was so happy. I didn't get paid. I was getting paid like $300 a month as an engineer in Colombia. By just going and meeting people and putting the satellites and then giving internet to everybody, it was amazing. And do you know how that job helped me? Saying yes to that job. And then when I moved to the UK, that you mentioned supply chain, I work with, I can mention this brand, with Airbus Military. And Kuehne + Nagel is a supply chain logistics.
Yeah.
And I say yes. And then they say, what do you know about supply chain? And I say, well, I know about telecommunications and I know about data. So that's how they hire me. So sometimes you have to say yes, jump from the cliff and then you find a way to fly.
Correct. Yeah.
But something that, okay, we talk about sacrifices, and then there is always a moment in the life of any leadership, entrepreneur, business owner, content creator, mothers. There is always sometimes in your life that you think everybody or anything is against you, right? There's chaos. So every leader faces this moment of chaos, of everything's blurred, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you feel like everything is falling apart. For example, 3 weeks ago, there was the biggest liquidation of the crypto space of digital assets in the history in the last 15 years. And everybody was saying, Andres, this is the end. It was, they say 20 billions in liquidation. It's crazy. It's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
But then I have linked the cycles, and then I say, okay, will pass, like anything is like a cycle, go up and go down.
Mm-hmm.
But you've been through many industries and you have many good cases of study being successful. How do you train yourself to stay composed and make the right decision when everyone else was panicking?
The most appropriate answer that makes sense to me, and I hope to you as well and to the audience, is failing to plan is planning to fail.
Oh, wow. Okay, failing to plan is planning to fail. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't know how to plan, if you don't have a plan, that means you're planning to fail in this journey or this project or whatever. Once you put the plan with the team, you will have a risk management plan. What if this didn't go well? How can we react? And you put all the scenarios, the bad ones and the good ones. So most probably 99% of what might happen, you already know in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So physically, mentally, you are ready to face this challenge. So it won't hit you hard. It will make you worry, yes. But it won't stop you from going forward and to use the plan B or plan C that you already put in place. If this happened, we'll move to this direction.
Yeah.
This is one of my approaches in life, and it works very well with me.
Okay.
It wasn't the thing that from the beginning, but I learned when I joined my first project management certification.
Okay.
That learned me a lot. Again, I didn't need it at this time. It was an opportunity for me to attend, to be certified. And people were like, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you going 1 month paying almost 25,000 dirhams for something you don't need? It's like, now I don't need it. But in the future, I will need it. If I didn't use it in my career, I was just with my family. We have plans. We build house, we buy cars, we get kids to the school, we travel. These are projects.
Everything is projects, yes.
Apply it. And once your career needs it, you have it already. So you're advanced, you're ahead of people. You don't need to be in the position to be ready later on. So this is one of the things. Second, depend on people around you. If you think you can do everything by yourself, you will fail.
Yes.
You cannot do anything by yourself. When you met me, you handed everything else to your team. And you said, Faisal, yesterday you told me that, Faisal, my team will arrange everything we could. This is a true leader.
Yeah.
He hired people to do the right job for you.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if you're doing this by yourself. You are meeting me, writing the questions, creating the group WhatsApp, answer my questions, posting. You will fail. You will break down. So a true leader use the right team to get things done.
Mm-hmm.
And usually he or she will be sitting on the hill, top of the hill or top of the mountain, using the iBird, looking at his team. Once they need the support, I will fly down, provide the support. Are you okay? I'll go back and keep watching my team, what they're doing, and is everything good or not. So being by yourself, you will fail. Being with well-equipped people, you will succeed. And again, if the failure appeared, they will support you.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes to the third thing, lead with love.
Lead with love, okay.
Don't ever misuse your delegation to misbehave with people or to mistreat your team. Your team is your weapons.
Yeah.
If you take care of your weapon, it will help you when the enemy appears. If you don't take care of your equipment, it will fail and then you will die one day.
Yeah.
These are the people who will protect you. These are the people who will support you to get bigger and to grow. This is my perspective.
The top three, how to keep the composure
Yeah.
when you go through chaos. So you have to plan, very important. Then the team, very important, treating with love.
Yeah.
You know, you were mentioning again, everything that you say, something I go back to my journey as well.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned a project management.
Yeah.
So I was working for a company and then I was headhunted for another company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to be honest, they were looking for somebody with master degree. I didn't have it. And then it was for a project management role. And I didn't have any project management experience. And I got the job. As I was very good at interviews.
Okay.
So I got the job and they saw on me that I have the potential. You know, I wasn't too arrogant. Some people sometimes when they have accreditation or stuff, they're too arrogant. I say, I know, hire me, right? So I went like the way that I am. Humble, but assertive. And then I started this project management role. I didn't know anything. It was so difficult. But the one thing that my manager, his name is Alex Climas. I hope he's watching me somewhere. He told me about Excel. Look at all the Excel part. He said, Andres, your best friend in this job is Excel. I said, oh my. And it was so difficult to learn it. And now that I'm doing stuff, I'm going back to Excel.
Okay.
And then, you know, we have all these project management tools. I don't mention the names, but there's so many software. Yeah. And now when I'm with my team say, let's go back to Excel, easier. So sometimes you have to listen to your team as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's a way to also show them love. When you are leadership, you listen to your team.
Correct.
And when I have, for example, chaos or there is something not working with a client or something that is not quite work, I call my team and then, okay, let's sit down for half an hour and let's review everything together and let's give an answer. Mm-hmm. I think so that's the best way to also show respect and love to your team. Now, let's talk about United Arab Emirates, because this country, this nation is a whole machine, right?
Yeah.
So they have done great leadership, you know, great planning, great team, great story behind. My family, my kids and my wife were really like inspired about how the leaders build this nation. Some people don't realize until you move here and then you start to dig more into the culture, how amazing it is. And now you work behind the scenes on some of the UAE most iconic destinations, right? I want to be honest, I probably haven't been to all the Emirates. I've been in Abu Dhabi. I haven't been in Ashman.
Okay. Now you have a reason to visit them.
Yeah, now I have a reason. I've been in Ras Al Khaimah. I've been in Sharjah, Fujairah, and I need to visit 3 more, right?
Okay.
But you help. You've been behind scenes with the most amazing UAE destination, because everybody thinks UAE is only Dubai and the Burj Khalifa. It's more than that. So can you share a story that truly tests you as a leader and taught you something you still carry today of that experience of the best UAE destinations?
Well, there is one specific project that was really challenging and complicated, kind of new to me, technical-wise.
Okay.
And not having the team who is ready 100% to handle the project. So it was mainly building systems, building operations, building teams knowledge, yet you have to achieve everything in less than 1 year.
Wow.
It wasn't easy. So that was when I was appointed by His Highness Sheikh Hamid bin Rashid Al Nuaimi, the ruler of Ajman, to be the general manager of Ajman Tourism Development Department. The challenge was there were so many hotels in Ajman at this time, about 24 hotels. They all are classified between 3 to 5 stars. However, there was no proper classification system in place. So mainly you go to the municipality, you apply to open a hotel, and they ask you how many stars you wish your hotel to be.
Seven
Seven stars. Here you go. And that was the case before I joined. And then what happens after this is the destination management companies, or we call them DMCs, or the tour operators or travel agencies around the world, they sign deals with hotels, 5 stars in Ajman, to sell their products in Germany, Switzerland, wherever. And then when the guest arrives, he doesn't see any 5 stars or 3 stars, because they compare Dubai to Ajman, Sharjah to Ajman, and there was a very bad reputation about Ajman at this time.
Wow. What year was this?
When was that?
Yeah, what year?
It was 2012.
Okay.
Yeah. So the challenge was, this need to be fixed immediately. But to fix this, you need to build a classification system. To build the classification system, you need to have the operations in place.
Yeah.
You know, if you want the operation in place, you need the people in place. So it was...
So like the chicken and the egg.
Correct.
Yes.
So what I have done, basically, again, back to the leadership. Without a proper team who believes in you, you can do nothing. Unless you're a magician. Even a magician cannot do anything by himself.
Yeah, he needs his assistant.
He needs
or her assistant.
the devil to support him,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, so we sit all together, like, okay, we are all now in the same boat. It's either to sink, we all die, or we make sure this ship will go all the way to reach the destination safely, and everyone will be happy and safe. You choose who wants to jump in this boat with me to reach. Some people said, we can do it. Okay, stay away. And those who took the opportunity.
Yeah, again, took the opportunity, yeah.
Although they know it's going to be challenging, it's going to be a big fight, it's going to be like sacrificing time and efforts, they said, we want to learn something new. As I was learning. Not only them, I was learning because I have nothing to do with it. So we all gathered together. Okay, the first thing we need to do is to learn from the best.
Okay.
So we went to other Emirates, asking them, tell us, what does classification system means? How did you build it? How did you approach the end user, which is the hotels? How did you convince them to use the system? And then we looked at the system, and then we're going back to Ajman. Okay, this is what we have, and this is what we want to do. What suits us? You cannot just take something from the shelf and apply. You have to customize something that makes sense to you and makes sense to your clients, which is our hotel owners at this time. So we built the system. And then while building the system, a team was doing this job, while the other team was training in the other cities, applying the classification system by themselves on other hotels in other cities for months. For months. Once our system was ready, approved by the government, the team came back with full knowledge. They know how to apply this classification system. We started to classify hotels. They, okay, now you named yourself for 10 years as 5-star hotels, but in fact, you're only 2 stars. Now you have 2 options.
Wow.
Option number 1, if you want to stay alive, you need to spend. And you have option to be 3, 4, or 5. Depends on your budget. I don't mind.
Wow.
I need to give you the right name.
Yes.
So when Andres comes from Colombia, he wants to stay in a 3-star hotels, it will be a 3-star hotels.
Yes.
If you want to be 5-star hotels, please do. My pleasure.
Wow.
I will support you. But everyone has less than 1 year
to get
this done. That was the resistance. No, we can do it. Like
we don't have budget.
You can do it.
Yeah.
We have no mercy in this situation.
Wow.
Because we have been waiting for 20 years and we can't wait anymore. We did sacrifice some of the hotels.
Yes.
They had to close down because they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the interest to be in the business, they don't have the budget, they don't have the money.
They're not thinking long term about their clients.
So in business or in marketing, there is something called the 4 squares, where we have question mark. I need to focus on this. Okay. So imagine you have a square.
Yes.
And there's a cross in between.
Yes.
On the top, you have a question mark.
Yes.
Next to it, you have a star. So you move this way, okay?
Okay.
So question mark, and then you move star.
Yes.
And then you go down, a dog.
Yes.
And then you go here, cow.
Okay.
And again, question mark.
Okay.
What does it mean? When you have a new business, it's always a question mark. You don't know, is it going to succeed or not? Is it going to do money or not? But you need to try. You bought the plans and you start. And then you hope to move from the question mark to a star, which the time you are making money.
Yeah.
You're making profits. It's a star business.
Mm-hmm.
Your aim is to stay a star as long as you can.
Yeah.
Unless you try to change to add something new to the business or to expand, whatever, and then you go back to question mark. Or if you're staying as a star, most probably if you didn't develop or if you didn't enhance the business, it will go back to dog. Dog means you bought a dog, you put it in your house. The aim is to protect you, but it doesn't protect you. It plays with the thieves.
Yes.
And all what it does is keep barking every day and you can't sleep. The only option is to kill the dog.
Oh my God. Okay.
So apply this in business. If the business gives you a headache, you're not getting any money, lots of problems and issues, you have no clue other than killing the dog. If it was a cow, so the business, you spend 1 dirham and you get 1 dirham. You spend 10 dirhams and you get the. So the much you spend on the cow, it gives you milk to sell, which is $10, and you don't do anything. Okay, I will keep it. I will try to make it a question mark again and then a star. There is a potential for it.
Okay.
So, in this case, we apply the kill the dog on several hotels. Okay, out. We kill them. Yeah.
Let's send him on holidays.
Correct.
Not come back.
Once we kill the dogs, the big investors who wanted to invest in Ajman, they get the alert. It's okay. Now they're getting serious. They kill the dogs. Now there is a space for us. There are system in place. There is proper classification in place. The image has been fixed outside. Now time for us to go back to Ajman and to invest. And now, alhamdulillah, we have almost 6 big international names in Ajman because of this action.
Okay.
Because we were brave enough to take the decision. We were brave enough to say we don't know and we will go and learn from the best. We were brave enough to say these are our weakness points. We need to work on them to make them strengths. And that's it.
Wow. So it went from, okay, so next time you know how to classify stuff.
Correct.
Get rid of the dog, send him somewhere that he cannot bark anymore. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
And then if it goes back and the cow producing milk, keep it. But then when you get rid of the dog, metaphorically, then there's a new opportunities to come through the door.
Correct.
That's amazing. Now, let's talk about something that I'm going back to the tourism part, Ashman, but something that built UAE, it was the tourism, right? So obviously the leadership, then we start with from the pearls, then oil, and then the leaders from Dubai also saw the potential of tourism, which will play a big part in the whole economy. And also you build your career inside system of power, government, tourism that we just talked, and leadership at the highest level, it's like highest level that very rare that happen in other culture, right? Because in other country, they have, let's say, democracy, president, minister appointed, all of that. Here more about the culture, the family, the heritage. Mm-hmm. Okay. So do you believe success is truly earned? Because obviously you earned it since you were a little boy, studied hard, went military, then you were the top of your class. And then probably people think, no, because he's Emirati from Ashman and he probably was given, right? Mm-hmm. But people don't know the whole story behind how disciplined you were.
Yep.
So this is the question. Do you believe success is truly earned or granted by those who already hold influence?
Earned.
Earned.
You have to work for it. You have to sacrifice. You have to let go things. You have to say no. You have to say yes. You have to step back sometime to go forward. Mm-hmm. Imagine you are running. The first thing you do in a running to win a race, you have to step back to go forward, right?
Yeah.
Again, you earn it. It doesn't come by luck. I don't believe in luck, to be honest with you. The only luck I believe in, you walk in the street and you find a couple of 1,000 dirhams.
My daughter Chilo finding
this. The only luck I believe. Other than this, there is no luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But most important, to be successful and to earn it, knowledge. Knowledge is power. You cannot be outdated. Mm-hmm. You need to learn what is the future is. Not today. What's happening today is a past. What is happening tomorrow is what matters to you. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't know what is happening tomorrow, you will not be able to catch it. Crypto wasn't in the mind of anyone.
Nobody.
And when it appeared, it appeared to only those who were into the business of crypto. Mm-hmm. There were so many millions of people didn't believe in crypto, and now they regret. How much was it when they first released it?
cents.
And how much is it now?
$100,000.
How many millions of people regret not to be into the crypto from day one? I'm one of them.
Billions.
I'm one of them.
Yes.
Although I'm an e-commerce background.
Yes, there you go.
Right? But again, I didn't believe it because I don't know where is this money going and who owns it.
Internet
Who runs-
money.
Correct, right? But because I didn't take the courage to go into learning what does crypto mean and does it work, I lost it, right? So knowledge. Do not be outdated. Go for what's happening tomorrow, what's happening in the future. You will always be ahead of time.
You know, a good part of knowledge, and we were talking also about this when we met, we were talking about AI as well.
Yeah.
So for me, it's very interesting to see how the new generations are using AI and how, for example, my son is using LLM at ChatGPT and he's very good at it. And then go back to learning about crypto technology, blockchain, and AI. I will mention something because this is the first podcast of the OGs. So obviously people think and ask me, hey, what is an OG? So OG came from America and it means original gangster, right? Like the OG. But perspective now in the new connotation is somebody that has knowledge, is wise, come from heritage.
Yeah.
But also there are new OGs. That's why, like somebody in their 20s right now, it can be an OG in the crypto space because crypto's only been 15 years, but he learned when he was 10, right?
Yeah.
Or AI. So I like what's happening right now with AI and especially with the education system in the UAE. They're trying to push AI and implement AI into the school. And I think so we will have in the near future that leadership based on AI. But that will take me to the next question because it's very important about the mindset. And I did a research and I was talking to one of my good friends. His name is Ewald Klassen. He's German, but he's developing actually different funds for people to come and invest in the future of mental health.
Yeah.
Imagine this because look what happened. And this is very sad. 3 weeks ago, as I say, I want to keep saying this because recently liquidation, 2,000 people took their lives officially from the crypto market. They took their life. They didn't know what to do with it because it's so much fast pace.
Yeah.
Like what happened in Wall Street in 2008 and in the Great Depression. But also I think so it will happen with AI. Eventually, if you don't know how to separate, how to use technology, use it, not let it use, it will be very challenging for the next generations. And I think so as a parents, we are trying to figure this out for our kids, how they can use the technology. And my friend, I probably invite him to the podcast because now we can talk about anything. He's developing this about how to help people with mental health, especially if they're in technology. And this podcast is about the OGs, but it's also about mastering your mindset, right? And this is the next question. What do you think separates those who we consistently in business, market, life, everything, they're consistent, but from those who just, let's go back, get lucky once? Because you can get lucky, go and bought crypto 10 years ago and never sold it, but then you cannot be lucky many times and you don't believe in luck. Yeah. But some people are in the right time at the right place and they get the opportunity and scale up. And some people get it, but they think what's going to happen over and over again without being consistent in their lives. So that's the question. What is the separate between the people that were lucky, took opportunity?
Discipline. Very easy. If you're disciplined with whatever you do, you will get to the next level. But again, you have to have a plan.
The plan, yeah.
Yes. If you don't know what's happening to you what should happen to you in 5 years' time, you will get nowhere.
The Faisal 2030.
Correct?
Yes.
So in 5 years' time, I want to be there. I want to earn this. I want to own this. I want to learn this. Okay. You have to work for it. So what are the resources that you need to get there? I need this much of money. I need this much of time. I need this kind of people in my life. I need to learn this technology. I need to learn this knowledge. Then in 5 years' time, by default, you will get to the next level. And there's one. There is no luck in this. Discipline. Luck, again, is something myth or fake. People always blame luck because they're not successful. But there's so many people around you who were never lucky, but they were smart enough to get to where they want to be.
Okay. Discipline. Mr. Faisal, quick question. Have you ever tried trading? We were talking about crypto and all of that. How has that been the experience for you?
I love it because I believe when you train people, you empty your brain and then you will have a chance to refill it with something new. Because what happens is, I sit with you, I teach you something you don't know, I know about. And then after 2 months, I say, Faisal, I want to sit with you again.
Okay.
I want to learn about this. And then I go back and I learn about what you want to learn. And then I refill my brain and refill my knowledge. So it's a win-win situation. You learn something from me and I make sure that I refill this with something different.
Okay.
Second, you get to learn from people who sit with you. They ask you questions you didn't even expect.
Yes.
So to run away from the question, it's technique. You need to have bridging. You cannot say, I don't know, or I don't understand, but you need to give them the answer that they will wait for you to come back with the proper answer. And imagine what? Sometimes I sit with people, I train them, or I coach them, or I mentor them. And in 10 years' time, I figure out I'm sitting with them in the same place and they mention my name without being noticed. I'm sitting with them. Say like, once in my life, I met someone called Faisal Al Nuaimi and he taught me 1, 2, 3, 5. I feel so proud about it. Sometimes I have tears.
Tears, yeah.
Yeah. You have a good impact on people.
Sometimes we the only way that I have found out the reach that I have, no numbers, no in impact, when somebody comes to me and say, hey, you help me. After many years, they get back to me, you did this, or you did this video, you did this to me. And I didn't know I did that for people.
How did you feel?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
And when sometimes you get random messages after 10 years of meeting someone saying, I still remember you taught me this one day. Today, I knew I used it. Remember, again, he or she learned something 10 years ago. She doesn't need it, but now she needed it or he needed it. And he said, like, Faisal, thank you for teaching me this. Now I used it.
You know what happened to me in 2001? It was my last year of school. I remember I was very good at maths in my last years of school. Very good. I was really bad and I became one of the best. I remember my maths teacher come and then he has so many markers, different colors. You remember, like, long time ago, it was only white, the chalk, right? Yeah. And then they put with the colors. And he come with 5 different colors. And everybody was laughing, like, why is he going to start to draw? And he's a mathematician, right? But he was the best teacher because he used the markers to draw something one color, then another color. And I still applying that now when I'm teaching something based on that from 26 years ago, which is crazy. Now, let's talk about colors.
Okay.
I brought the color word. Let's talk about red color. So you work in an environmental built on perfection, from Ferrari's walls, engineering to, I will try again, to Casar Al-Watan.
Yes.
Grandeur, right? But perfection can also damage credibility.
Yes.
Do you think the U.S. pursuit of excellence sometimes limits innovation or the opposite?
Excellence complements innovation.
Okay.
You cannot be innovative unless you apply excellence in everything you do.
Okay.
And if you look at the United Arab Emirates approach, when they started the quality, applying the quality, they started applying the quality back in 1995.
Yeah.
And it was only getting the certificates. That means you have the right documents for the right procedures. And then once that became like a kind of lifestyle for every organization, I say, okay, now time to step out of the quality to be the excellence model. And then they applied the excellence in 2001, 2002, all the way till today. Once it became a lifestyle and became a kind of work of life in every organization, government or semi-government or private, They say, okay, now we need to think innovation. And I was lucky enough to be one of the graduates of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Innovation Program
Okay.
back in 2016.
Okay.
Once we applied innovation, people thought about innovation, it's all about robots. Innovation is mainly robots. No, it's not. It's the way you think, how to provide the same service in a different way. House is a house.
Mm-hmm.
But the way we used to build houses 40 years ago is completely different than building a house today.
Yeah.
But it does the same job.
Yeah.
Here applies the innovation. How can you be innovative in building a house in a different way, faster, cheaper, more credible, environmental friendly, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot separate excellence from innovation. They complement each other.
Okay.
You have to work together with each other.
They have to be together.
Yeah.
That my head teacher used to say that back in Colombia.
Yeah.
My head teacher, the first head teacher was a general. Imagine the head teacher of a school. It was a general.
Mm.
And then they appoint a father.
Okay.
It was like a father from the Catholic Church. He also was in the army.
Mm-hmm.
And they were two different stories, but excellence. They always say excellence. I didn't understand until now, that I'm older. Now, let's talk about something that probably everybody's fascinated. And you show me a video. And it has to be with the speed. You show me that video of the roller coaster that you have to try every day. So, how was the experience to working for one of the most innovative legacy brands in the world, that's Ferrari? I'm a truly Ferrari fan. They're not paying me for saying this, but I'm very attached to Enzo Ferrari's story.
Who doesn't?
I don't know, probably somebody that doesn't like
I don't think there's no one who's fascinated about Ferrari as a brand.
It's amazing.
It's an amazing brand. The story, the history, the culture of Ferrari. I was so lucky to be appointed as a general manager of the largest theme park in the world. It was the first, and the second one was in Spain. They call it Ferrari Land, but it's much smaller than the one we have in Abu Dhabi. But in Abu Dhabi, it was the first and the only and the largest so far in the world.
That you can see from the plane.
Correct.
The whole thing is crazy.
So the question is, how fascinating it is to be leading this place?
Yeah, how was it's too many people, technical stuff, tourists.
Back to our main point, leadership.
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky yesterday. I posted a new post on my LinkedIn about. I named it "Let's Talk Leadership." I post every week a post.
On your LinkedIn.
Something comes to my mind.
Okay.
And how people look at this, and then I tell them from my experience. So I've defined yesterday 6 types of leadership. When you appoint someone to lead any organization in the world, it doesn't have to be Ferrari World. There are so many things more complicated than Ferrari World. But let's say in my case, who do you need? Do you need someone who knows how to operate a ride? Do you need someone who knows how to build a ride? Do you need someone who knows how to cook in the kitchen? You can't find someone who does everything, right? But you can find someone who can deal with everyone who does everything, which is my experience.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to get into people's minds. I know how to understand the basics, not the details. I don't go into micromanagement. I believe people. I trust people. I delegate people to do their job. And I tell them, do mistakes because mistakes leads to success.
Okay.
Don't be afraid of doing mistakes. But there are some mistakes we need to avoid. But if God wanted it to happen, it will happen. But we need to plan not to happen. So I was so good. I'm still so good as well. I don't want to say because I'm retired now, but I'm so good on leading people with 6 different hats.
Okay.
So the first hat that every leader who step into a challenge like Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, he has to be a transformational leadership.
Okay.
Means he knows how to transform things from A to Z very smooth. Everyone hates change, including myself.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable. But if you know why you are changing and what are the benefits coming to you, you will go with the transformational journey and you will accept it until you become comfortable again. The second type of leadership skills that every leader needs is to be delegative. You cannot do everything by yourself.
Okay.
You hired people, you are paying people to do the job. Trust. But before you trust them, empower them, train them, develop them, give them all the tools they need to get the job done. And then delegate. Stay away. Let them do the job. Let them do mistakes. Once they do mistakes, sit with them. What happened? How can we avoid doing this again? And again, this is lead with love. When they do mistake, hug them. That's okay. Things happen.
Yes.
Yeah, things happen. But if he intends to do it again and again and again, there's something wrong here.
Yeah.
So, 3, authorize. You need to trust people and you need to test people again. What will happen in 5 years' time from now? My plan is to retire.
Yeah.
My biggest positive impact in this place is to have multiple people who can take my position, not to look for people outside. But he or she will not be ready for this position unless you authorize them to be in your position while you are there.
Okay, authorize them.
Come, be a GM for 1 day, 2 days. I'm here, but I won't interfere. Live the experience, and I've done this before. People were scared to death, but they loved it. 4, be transactional. Means once the reward is needed, give it in the same time. Don't delay. When the thank you is needed, give it right away. Don't delay it till the end of the year. Don't wait till the end of the year celebration, or don't wait for the financial results. Immediately be transactional.
Okay.
When a blame is needed, give it right away. Don't wait. Because what happens is when Faisal does a mistake once, and people see that he done a mistake, and the leader doesn't talk, and again, okay. Why is blaming us while Faisal is doing nothing? Right? So don't delay the blame or the credits once needed. Immediately give it. The number 5, be participative leadership. Participate in every occasion. Sad one, good one. Jump into meetings you're not invited to. Just sit down and let them. I'm around. I'm here. I'm with you. I will support you. I feel your pain. Don't think I'm the GM. I'm sitting in my home, my fancy desk, enjoying my air conditioning while you're suffering here. I will be always with you. So participate in everything as much as you can. Lastly, be the servant of people.
Be the servant of people.
Which is the most important thing. Once your team feel that you are the servant of them, you are helping them, they will do everything for you. Okay. They will give it all. But if you are sitting on your highest place, not giving anyone the attention, you are paid to do this job, I don't care. Once the chance that it will appear to get you down, they will use it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Serve people.
Yeah.
So I like the 6 hats of leadership.
Yes.
You know, I was just thinking about my daughter just now and my son. Do you like children books?
Yes.
I think so. They have so many, the good one has so many messages hidden, teaching leadership. This book, I don't remember the name, my wife probably know, of this little pig that used to wear different hats, like tall hats, small hats. He wore the hats all the time.
Yeah.
And in the book, everybody was bullying him.
Okay.
Because why are you wearing the spiky hat? Why the long hat? Why the little hat? And then he started to be sad, and then he started to go across the city, obviously full of animals. And then there's a little mice and told him, hey, I like your hat. It would be nice for me to live on it. So he take his little hat and give it to him and go back home. And then there's a giraffe. She was cold in the neck, and he has a tall hat. So he gave it to her so she can protect her neck. So I think so that's a kind of metaphor of he as a leader trying to teach people. And I find this fascinating about children books. So I might write one day, or you too will write about the kids in the tourism. Now, let's talk about something important now. Obviously, we used to have the podcast. It was about digital assets, trading, all of that. And this podcast was about leadership, mindset, and stuff. But let's go into something that's fascinating. that is trading, because actually the UAE has been a trading nation for many years. You know, you have so many people coming here and trade, let's say, perfumes with food. So the old trade, right? And now we have the world is shifting really fast. So we have we went from oil to ideas, from gold to data, let's call it to data, from cash to crypto. From your perspective, what will define wealth in the next generation?
That's a tough question. Because we think wealth is money. But what makes money?
Humans.
And what makes human?
The energy, body,
Well, a human is a human. He has the body, he has the brain, but does he have the knowledge?
not when they're born.
Right?
Yeah.
Does everyone has the knowledge to make the money?
No.
So my answer would be feeding yourself with the right knowledge before everyone else is the wealth, is the real wealth.
Okay.
Yeah. So whoever was ready to understand the crypto 20 years ago, he's billionaire now.
Yeah. Anybody to put $10. The guy that sold the pizza for $10, it was 10,000 bitcoins.
Right.
Now it's $1 billion.
Yeah. And whoever thought about AI 10 years ago, some.
Yeah.
So not everyone has knowledge. So knowledge for me is the real wealth. And it will never change. Once you have the knowledge, you'll always be wealthy.
Okay.
Once you stop learning, once you stop reading, once you stop talking to people like you, you'll be outdated. No one will need you. You will not be wealthy.
And there won't be wealth.
No.
Knowledge is wealth.
Yes.
Okay. Look, something that I'm doing about knowledge, and this is something that I'm going to start a journey, and you can come in the journey with me, because I've been in crypto a long time, right? And I have seen people trading, etc., etc. But something that fascinates me, I haven't paid attention, is to trading CFDCs, and our good friend for Pepperstone, they're going to start the journey with them. Asked me, hey, you want to start this journey? Like, you want to start to trade with us? I said, look, I don't know anything about CFDCs, but I'm going to give you a go. And I want to be part of that journey. I said, maybe I don't know anything about CFDCs, so I need to learn. Because, as you know, the crypto space is shifting. It's coming from more like DG side, like cyberpunks. It's coming to institutional, to banking. Now, let's talk about that, because talking about trading, discipline, you have to be very disciplined. I see my friends that are trading, they're very disciplined. They have their whole agenda, the whole Excel. They're very good at it. So if you have to translate the mindset from a trader that is very disciplined, again, let's talk about mindset. What does trading like a leader mean to you? Because we have a lot of people trading and they accumulate wealth. They're going back to the wealth. But sometimes they don't share the knowledge, right? They just keep it for themselves. They're very good. They make millions of dollars on the markets and they have amazing houses, amazing cars, but they're probably not happy, right? So how that translates like trading like a leader? This is a new concept I want to bring to people. I have another people that start the journey and share all the knowledge and they grow together as leaders of traders community. So that what will be the word called trade like a leader mean to you?
Okay. Very, very interesting question. And coming from a family who the majority are traders.
Okay.
Because that was the only job in the UAE like 60 years ago. We trade with birds, with fish, whatever. There are two types of traders. I won't say them leaders, but two types of leaders: the old school and new school. The old school almost gone, almost all of them. Few of them are still alive, which they used to kill their competitors. Once they see there's someone in the market growing up, they kill him.
Wow.
Either by not providing him with the goods, selling their products for cheaper price for a certain time of until his goods expired
Yeah.
or not needed. They do have their own strategies,
Yeah.
and they were really good in killing the new
Traders.
traders. While the new ones, which the true leaders, they help their competitors to grow up. To a certain point, they say, okay, now it's time for you to find a new opportunity and we will acquire you. So how much they cost you to build this business? They said, okay, it cost me $10 million. Okay, what about giving you $15 million? Let it go. If you want to be a partner with me, I don't mind. I can give you 10%, 20%. You still in the business and you can do another business. So he's pushing the setup headache from his head, and he's watching from far ahead. Okay, once he's done, if I like the business, I will buy it again. I'll ask him to do another one. So in fact, he's hiring someone for free.
Yes.
So this is the true leader for me. True leader trader.
Okay.
Who help the competitor to grow up, acquire, ask him to build a new one, and the cycle goes on. But killing them, it doesn't help you. Because one day, someone will kill you.
Somebody will kill you. Yeah.
It happened. It happened so many times.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I think that happened a lot in the trading world.
Yeah.
You know,
Of course. Still happening until now.
Still
Yeah.
in the traditional trading world, but now in the trading with charts, CFDCs, crypto, stocks, SP500, it still happen. Like people that you want to take and don't give,
Correct.
it get liquidated.
Correct. And this is what happened 2 weeks ago, as you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're just taking, but nothing
Yeah.
to give back. Wow. Mr. Faisal, I have one more question. And this is a question for everybody that's watching this, listening this podcast, new generation, young entrepreneurs, probably more wise business owner, you know, OGs. What a piece of advice would you give to people that want to come into leadership in the next 5 years? What they need to focus on if they want to be successful?
First, be patient. Everything comes with a patience. 2, good things take time. If you want to be good, it will take time for you to be good. Don't be in a hurry. Don't take the ladder so fast.
Okay.
Step by step. 3, knowledge. Knowledge is power. Once you have the knowledge, people will need you. 4, lead with love. Lead with love. Understand how important it is for you to have people around you supporting you. They won't support you unless they feel the love coming from you, from your heart. Share your knowledge. The more you share your knowledge, the more space you have in your mind to refill with something new. The last thing, grab every single opportunity and don't waste it. You will regret at one point. You will regret. When the opportunity appears, go for it.
Thank you, Faisal. I will say something else before we go. This is a story that you don't know. And I want to tell you because you say grab the opportunity. So when I met you 3 weeks ago, we were with my wife in the event, right? And then my event, we were about to leave. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Then we went to the museum because we were in a museum, remember? And we saw these little cats outside.
Yeah.
You know, those beautiful little kittens in that museum. And my wife said, no, before we go, let's go and see the kittens. So we go and saw the kittens. We're about to leave. And Alvaro's friend, he said, Andres, don't go. Before you go, I want to introduce you to somebody that I think you need to meet, Mr. Faisal. So you see the opportunity? And then I say, yeah, okay, let's meet. And then when we sat down, obviously that day was a long day. You know, we have the kids, the wife, all of that. But this is me from the bottom of my heart and my soul. And also my wife said this. We sat down for 10, I think it was 10 minutes. But it was a moment that we went into this space of calmness.
Yes.
And then it was meant to be.
Yeah.
And then we talk about podcasts and leadership, and we talk also about social media.
Yeah.
So And I said, let's do a podcast. And that's how it started. So it went from seeing obviously to go to thanks to our good friend Alvaro, but going to that event, and my wife wants to see nature, thinking about the nature. And then that's it, how we ended up here.
So every one of us grabbed an opportunity. I attended the event because I was invited.
Yeah.
You came to the event because you were invited. And someone else was asked you to meet someone. 3 opportunities came in mind and we didn't really go. And then this is the result.
This is the result.
But let's see the real results after the podcast. How many viewers? How many time do we watch or listen? This is the real KPI.
The real KPI, yeah. But also the other one is how many times we're going to meet up. I have a new leadership, new mentor. I need to learn from the region.
I'm always available.
That's a good KPI to follow as well. Faisal, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Andres.
Shukran, gracias. Thank you so much. And to everybody, I'll see you in the next episode of the OGs.
Thank you, everyone.